Hello, I'd like to emphasize more on my video in regards to starting a low capital investment business when you are in poverty. I want to emphasize more on the idea of credit cards. Like I said before, if you want to increase your capital in your business, you have to eliminate the most amount of debt. Some of the best business ideas that I can think of start with cash. I'm not saying credit is bad. I'm saying people when they use credit, they use it mindlessly. Have you ever thought, for example, if I go to McDonald's, I buy a burger. It costs $11 at the time, but by the time you pay that off, that $11 burger probably costs $300. If you're gonna buy everything, things like, for example, hamburgers, coffees, simple things that you buy every day, cash. You have to not humiliate yourself, but humble yourself. You don't need the fast food. You don't need all that Starbucks. And you use cash in your everyday life. But you might ask, how do I make very large purchases? The thing is, I don't have a credit card, but I have something called a debit visa. A debit visa, what it is it acts as a visa. However, I put my own cash, my own money onto this, and it allows me to make large purchases. Because, for example, if I'm going to the city and I need to buy a purchase online, I need still a Visa card. However, I don't want to pay all that interest. I do pay monthly fees for this card. However, it's nothing compared to spending $11 on a hamburger and paying $200 more. This, you pay a monthly fee, and I use this seldomly, but I use this for very large purchases and when I need to go use Uber and other things. But for everyday items, you need to use cash. The reason why is because in this economy, the credit card companies, if you continue using credit cards, you will forever be poor. You have to understand one thing about being prosperous is the idea that you have to eliminate your liabilities. And credit cards is one of the biggest liabilities. If you want to start making money, you have to start using cash. And if you are going to use credit, be mindful, be responsible, be disciplined. But if you're one of those people that spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a coffee here, a pop here, for that one pop, you must have paid $100. Because when you take into the consideration the compounding interest, like for example, I saw online a video of this man. He had a PhD in law, and he was $100,000 in debt. And he said, "I never knew that interest compounds, so I took a 5-year break, and by the time I came back, it was double." The thing is, in this age, people are so educated, but the simple things, they're so educated, they have these degrees in law. But the simple thing as compound interest, it almost seems like people are apathetic to even bother about learning how this works. And although they're so book smart, they screw themselves over financially.